Okay, so this is going to be a reading for Capricorn. If you're a returning viewer, thank you very much. I appreciate you. If you are new to my channel, please take a look at my other videos. I don't do just tarot reading. I also do spirit connection with the EMF reader, as well as spirit guides and passed on loved ones. Also, if you want a free personal reading, please take a look at the description box. My email will be in there. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Alright, so for Capricorn, I did a blind Bible pull, and we ended up at Job Speaks, so 321. This says, after this, Job opened his mouth and cursed the day of his birth. He said, "May the day of my birth perish, and the night that said a boy is conceived. That day may it turn into darkness. May God above not care about it. May no light shine on it. May gloom and utter darkness claim it once more. And may a cloud settle over it. May blackness overwhelm it. That night may thick darkness seize it. May it not be included among the days of the year, nor be entered in any of the months. May the night be barren. May no shout of joy be heard in it. May those who curse days curse that day. Those who are ready to rouse Leviathan, whatever it is. May its morning stars become dark. May it wait for daylight in vain and not see the first rays of dawn. For it did not shut the doors of the womb on me to hide trouble from my eyes. Why did I not perish at birth and die as I came from the womb? Why were there knees to receive me and breasts that I might be nursed? For now I would be laying in peace. I would be asleep and at rest with kings, the rulers of the earth, who built themselves places now lying in ruins, with princes who had gold, who filled their houses with silver. Or why was this not hidden away in the ground like stillborn child, like an infant who never saw the light of day? There the wicked cease from turmoil, and there the weary are at rest. Captives also enjoy their ease. They no longer hear the slave driver shout. The small and the great are there, and the slaves are freed from their owners. Why is light given to those in misery, and life to the bitter of souls? To those who long for death that does not come, who search for it more than a hidden treasure. So, there is somebody here who is unhappy at the life that they're living, and the reason why they are receiving such misery right now is because they have failed to acknowledge the times throughout the life that they have lived that were good to them, and they keep wanting more and more and more out of life, and unfortunately they have failed to see when the stuff that they are asking for has already come through. So for this reading, this is for Capricorn, a sign Capricorn, and for the Celtic card we got the fox, and it says the fox represents intelligence, wise guidance, and it's a profound knowledge of the spirit world as well. They hunt for spiritual substance as much as their physical needs. They're clever and humorous and never frivolous, and not underestimate the seriousness of the foxhorn. Their powerfully focused mind will hit the target every time. So this is also someone of misery who is well versed with the physical and the spiritual world. And unfortunately, they have used their communication abilities between both worlds to do more harm than good. What this Cancer has failed to see is that their life purpose revolves around their journey to find serenity. All of the turmoil and the hardship and the heartache and the losses that they have gone through, but still been so intelligent enough to find their way throughout life to the place that is serene for them. The reason why they haven't found that purpose is because they have not been able to commit to certain things that would lead them to that serenity. Instead, they feel that leadership is what was going to be their purpose, and that they are now finding out is a huge, huge fail. This Cancer could have a Celtic background in a past life. They could have been a psychic, a scribe, or somebody who liked to write. They also could have had bad health in a past life. And they could have had religion versus spiritual belief controversy in a past life. They could also be of Greco-Roman. For their angel messages here, it says, release yourself from which holds you back, a need to detox, unnecessary worry, and lack of self-confidence. Then it says, an excellent opportunity will be offered to you if you are able to release, and then you'll have the time to get to work. Then it says, material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness are one that you can do. Giving or receiving with a grateful heart is another you can practice. So this person has had a hard time releasing their past, releasing things that have hurt them, releasing things that they have done to other people. There is a strong lack of forgiveness versus forgetfulness, right? This person has a strong need for material needs, and instead of trusting in spirit to provide that for them, they have worked with a more darker side to make sure that they were able to achieve those material needs, and did it without a grateful heart. This person has also seen lack of opportunities being given to themselves in the past 10 years, and the reason being is because this person has to go on a pursuit to find who they are, and with that you have to start with ground zero. And so what do people who are young adults fresh into the world do? They go to college, right? Or they look into things that interest them and explore that. They start making new friends. So this person has to go back to ground zero to rebuilding who they are, because who they are now is completely toxic. It's a no-go. It's rubbish to the Most High, and it's going to be destroyed. Some random messages that came out are they like big girls, they're a swinger, them are the people they're dealing with, attracted to 14 to 18 years old. This says, stop telling your coworkers your business. You think you all are friends until they throw you under the bus. It says, no, they're not your friend. If they show jealousy or make up things about who you are when you are not that, you catch them eyeing you, then that's a sneaky snake. The other messages here we have are, law of attraction is key. Your thoughts create your reality, so think positive. So this Cancer could also be a very negative thinker. It says, I'm obsessive and impulsive. I display stalker characteristics. You would never suspect me. Then it says, people's body language will tell you whether to leave a situation if something isn't right. So the message to the people around this Cancer, maybe pay attention to that. And then it says, just stop. Seriously, take a breather. You're either obsessive or too exhausted. So somebody could be beating a dead horse on a certain subject. Here we have, someone watches what you have. They are wanting your ancestor gifts or the communication that you have with ancestors. They also are jealous of your bloodline. This person is a mother. It says the enemy is gearing up to swiftly insert an unwanted, unseen change in your life. This could be for the Capricorn, or this could be for the people around the Capricorn. It says there's going to be a change in your confidence, money, and finances. Again, for the Capricorn or for the people around. It says there's an unexpected change coming in for a couple. So that could be for the Capricorn or the people around. Here, the next messages are financial material success, financial gain that you don't expect. Again, that could be for a Capricorn or people around. Long-term wealth, you have found an abundant or a balance between work and home, very positive. Happy marriage, travel, hobbies, and living a life you like. Then we have reconciliation, a pledge to be together, to do better, make it through the difficulties and misfortunes. Spirit message says your relationship is not beyond repair. And now we'll do the Oracle Ascendance cards message real quick. Here we have the solar plexus in the upright. This says this is going to be a self-worth, creativity, and sexuality energy. So it says, are you effectively communicating your creative thoughts, ideas, and expressions in an understandable, loving, and healthy way? If not, the chakra may be outbalanced. You're asked to meditate upon the energies and to examine and understand your drive for creative expression, as well as understanding your own emotions to help others with your situation. Then we have the earth element in reverse. This one states, when inverted, you're lacking in grounding and stability. Balance needs to be restored. Here we have the element of spirit. This says, heaven and earth, it combines the energies of the four elements to provide enlightenment, insight, psychic ability, and connection with the higher self and divine. It's the color purple. It says, if you're receiving this in your reading, you're asked to detach and approach situations from a removed standpoint. Do not allow the mundane and the physical to overly affect the work that you do. So this Capricorn could be somebody who's extremely spiritual and in tune, or there's somebody around them and they're aware of it. Here we have the moon. This says the moon represents femininity, the goddess, and a calming or reasoning to process associated with passivity and emotion. However, do not mistake passivity for weakness. So when this appears in your reading, it indicates you may have been approaching a situation about which you are inquiring from the wrong direction. The moon tells you to focus on passivity, deep thought, and calculated, reasoned action only after both of the sides have been examined. So you could be under the impression that a situation is because of one person, and here the message is saying that no, that's incorrect. You need to go back and reevaluate what it is you thought or were thinking, and really examine it to come up with your final decision of how you're going to feel about that. And then we have the IL card that came in right side up. It says your true self. So this is asking for you to take a look at your physical, mental, and emotional energy. Make sure that you are on an even plane with these energies, and if not, you need to take steps to balance them out. So there could be somebody, the Capricorn or somebody around the Capricorn could be emotionally unstable, causing the Capricorn to become unstable themselves, or the Capricorn causing somebody else to be unstable. For the past read, we have the Fool in reverse. Then we have the Magician in reverse. So this is a female versus a female. One female is now feeling completely embarrassed because what they tried to do did not work, and it's actually ending really poorly. And before all information comes out, they are trying to decide whether or not they are going to do something drastic, next step up, in order to make sure no one knows. There has been some type of magic being done in order to keep a family environment in the reverse, right? But the divine is coming in to reverse that, and the family environment is going to be restored. Here we have, let's go this way. Here we have the devil in reverse. So the devil did not win in this situation. They had every intention of locking this female up to the point where the only interaction with the outside world would have been any dreams or fantasies that they had, as well as daydreaming, looking out the window, right? Here we have the full intention of creating a mental distress, something that follows somebody where they have lost everything, and still this darkness, this cloud hovers over them. This is in reverse, so this person was not successful. So even though this person has dismantled their environment and pretty much sucked it dry, when this situation finally comes to an end, this person that they have done this to is not going to be leaving empty-handed, okay? Here we have the entities that are being worked with. We have Faraz. So this is going to be your muscle. This is the energy that is coming in nice and strong, giving you your herbs, and is cloaking you when it is important, and helping you to recover treasures for to fill in for things that you are in need of, right? We have Bauer. Bauer teaches philosophy, uses herbs again, and heals all diseases and disorders, and brings good familiars. So this one is coming in to kind of ransack your body and get rid of all that negativity. You might catch yourself purging, diarrhea, whatever, throwing up, lethargic. Like, it is going through your entire body and cleaning up all that toxic waste from these energies, these things. Then we have Lorraine. This is causes great battles and wars, causes wounds to purify. So this is like the mirror. So this person is going up, mirroring people, but doing it with love, right? They're shooting off the bow and arrow, the love, the Cupid, saying, "Oh, I love you, but this is what's wrong with you," and not in a sense of to bring people down, but more to be like, "Hey, this is something you really need to change so that you can be the better you tomorrow." Then we have Vasagos, promoter of discord, war, arguments, and falsehood, gives generous responses. This is a shit starter. This is somebody who loves to gossip and puts things in your head that is untrue, and likes to play the game of telephone where the information changes along the way. Then we have Nabarius, which teaches art, sciences, rhetoric, restores. That would be a know-it-all. Honors and dignities, and takes honors and dignities from somebody. So this is a know-it-all who does not tell the truth. This is a know-it-all who steals somebody's shine. This is a know-it-all who takes full acknowledgement before the person who is actually the real deal comes around to even know that this is being praised or awarded. Very sneaky. Bird confirming. Alright, so the next phase here that this Capricorn is stepping into we have the high priestess, intuition, spirituality, subconscious, and higher power. The Capricorn is either turning into the high priestess, or the high priestess is in the Capricorn's energy. Here we have addiction, obsession, materialism, excessive, and powerlessness. So we have the devil who is at war with the high priestess right now, okay? And what we have here is the high priestess is getting achievement, fulfillment, wholeness, harmony, and new beginnings. And then we have justice, karma, accountability, law, and integrity. So everybody who wronged this person or who helped this person wrong somebody will all be seeing either jail bars, law officials, citations, tickets, justice. They could be losing their homes. They could, however karma wants to work. That's just what it is. It's getting handed out. Somebody says that they think you're weird. So either Capricorn's weird or Capricorn thinks somebody around them is weird. They have the black sheep here. We have a Satanist. And we have angel number 36708, and we have the flying eagle. Alright, and the last deck of cards for this Capricorn's message. We have the messenger coming through. So there is a spirit guide, passed on loved one, an ancestor, or whoever that has come through or is about to come through to give a spiritual message to either this Capricorn or the person around this Capricorn. This competition that this Capricorn or the people around this Capricorn have been in over this Capricorn is now changing, okay? This competition is done. There is now going to be peace brought. There is no more competition allowed. And the snake here that went after this sovereign lady, this spiritualist, is going to receive communication, okay, from a very wholesome person, that the love they thought they were in is no more due to the addiction, okay? And this is a prophecy that is going to be filled because it was spoke about out of love. It was put into the universe from love based, okay? The universe decided to look at the situation and grant that. And spirit is here to see it all the way through. And then leadership will be known. The people who are Satanists following the devil, they're going to know who the real leader is. And that is Capricorn's message. Hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to check out the rest of the videos.